Hi, Philip Oblinski here with Practical Hapkido, bringing you yet another installment of Practical Hapkido 101. This one I'm going to bring you a technique. This is our cross wrist number 12. There's some interesting and very fine points to this, so I'll bring you over here on the side. Starts from a cross wrist, but I'm going to show you other real-world applications besides somebody grabbing you, so we'll cover that. We're going to counter grab, which means I'm grabbing him in the same manner as he's grabbing me. And now I'm going to do something called a triangle step, which I've covered in several other videos, but I'll go over it briefly here. His feet make the bottom of the pyramid. When I do a triangle step, this foot goes to the position that's between his feet and makes the peak of the triangle. See the triangle here on the floor? I have to go to that position. I can go a little deeper, but I cannot be shallow. If I'm shallow, I'm not going to get my mass through the center of his mass. Hopefully that'll make sense in a second here. So I counter grab, triangle step to that position. Now, I see a lot of people where they'll come in and they'll do this technique and they'll bring this up like this and then try and bring it down on their shoulder. The problem with that is, maybe if I'm fast enough I can get away with it. But if he bends his arm and the minute I'm in here, I'm not getting jack. Now I've got to change and just do something completely different. So, to prevent that or go around that, I'm going to go to it, which means I'm going to go down here and bend my legs. I'm going to step it to the top of my shoulder. I'm going to C-step and catch this other leg here. At this point, I need to take my weight and transfer it between both legs and pull this to the opposite hip. Now, look at my stance. See where we're at? How stable we are? The only way I could get this stable is if this foot did the triangle step. If I didn't, if I didn't do that step, I can't, look at how big a step, I'm not going to C-step and get this other foot because I didn't get this deep enough. That's why the triangle is so necessary. So, counter grab, triangle step, get down to it to the top of the shoulder, and C-step and hook this leg and then weight transfer while you're pulling this back to your cross hip. I know it seems like there's kind of a lot to it, and there is kind of a lot to it, but you know, you do this and you get used to it, you can go through that quite quickly. Alright? So now let's say, as a third party, maybe he's pointing at somebody, he's talking to somebody here, he's yelling, I'm going to kick your ass or something like that. Can I come in here and do this and get control of this person? Can we do that?
Yes, sir.
That'll work. And then, of course, you can transfer and go into anything else you want to do. So, that was cross wrist number 12. You can do it by yourself. Triangle step, step down to it, C-step, pull to the opposite hip. Anyway, that's Philip Oblinski, Practical Hapkido. Train smart, train hard.